joined by two friends helping him make his upcoming shows in Chicago an event with a lasting impression on the Windy City from the ground up. Please welcome an actress you know from films like Men in Black 2 and Rent, Rosario Dawson, and former advisor to President Obama and best-selling author Van Jones. Welcome. Welcome, Rosario and Van. Rosario, I would say you give the best hug. She hugs you so tight. You really feel love when Rosario hugs you, but you've known Prince for 14 years. How did that happen? Blessings, many blessings. I started acting at 15, and I guess that's how I was exposed. And I remember at 19, I was working on a film, Light It Up, and I got a call saying, Prince would like to talk to you about his upcoming album, and I was like, yes. And he calls, and you were doing your 1999 remix album, and there was a monologue you had written, and he wanted me to perform it and come down to Paisley Park, which I was able to do, and it was just remarkable. And it's been 14 years now, actually, of being very supportive of each other's work, and it's I want to go back to Paisley because I hear you have solar panels on it now. Things have changed. Going green.
Hey, we were talking a little bit about the grassroots organization that you started. Was it a year ago? Called Rebuild the Dream.
Rebuild the Dream.
And we know, Sherry mentioned that Prince, you're going to be performing, is it 3 concerts, right, there in Chicago. Can you tell everyone a little bit about it? I want to hear the guts of it from you.
Yeah, well, I mean, Rebuild the Dream, we're just trying to keep the middle class and working class from just getting devastated. You know, people graduating off a cliff every spring with student loans, no jobs. 1/3 of American homes are underwater financially. My parents, they bought a house, they were building wealth. They weren't writing a mortgage to lose wealth.
Right.
And so we got a lot of problems, and we wanted to make sure that the people who are hurting, but also people who have solutions, can be heard. So Rebuild the Dream is about that. So, we teamed up with Prince, and, in Chicago, the whole point of the show is just to shine a light on the positive things that are happening. The strikes, got a lot of people upset. You also have teacher strike.
Right.
And you also have 55 murders. 55 people died in August alone in Chicago. That's what's on the news. In Chicago, you have people with real solutions, and they're coming together at this concert. When the people come, it's not just about the music. It's about the solutions. It's about people being neighbors again, coming together, helping each other.
So they're talking, they're leaving with like a number of somebody or a contact, something to like further maybe their career, some sort of even bit of hope, right? That they can maybe get in touch with this person and find a job. That's great.
The thing about it is when you have a search like Prince, he's not red, he's not blue, he's purple. He's above politics. He's above all that nonsense.
And I'm sure people come to you all the time to support their charity. So why did you decide, okay, this is a charity I want to support, I want to team up with Van, I want to team up with Rosario for this one?
Well, mainly, like Van said, is that it's not political. We're at a place now in this country where we're going to have to work together and stop looking at each other's affiliation,
right,
and start taking care of each other. I mean, it's desperate times.
Well, you probably don't know this, but this is not the first time. I mean, Prince does a lot of charity. I'm not going to say what it is. I'm just going to say that you do it. Because a lot of people don't realize that he's not just there performing. He's helping folks in various ways all the time. This is a remarkable young man, yeah. I was going to say kid, but
I know Rosario wants to brag on him too, but the thing is, he's a person of faith. He's a Jehovah's Witness. He's a witness for Jehovah. So he can't go around bragging. But I will tell you, I know for a fact, every city he goes into, he touches people. The thing is, at this point, the crisis is so big, he wants to just bring everybody together around the same table so we can actually help each other. But there's not a city he's gone into, he didn't help people. Not one.
Your involvement and why and what you love about the organization too.
Yeah, it's actually, it was so fortuitous actually, because with my voting organization, we ended up joining up with Rebuild the Dream as well, called Missing Voters, because you have 18 million, people who've lost their homes and they don't know, there's so much confusion and misinformation out there about what they need to do for registration and all that kind of stuff. So it's just giving people access points to be empowered and let people have the opportunity to have as much information as they can as possible, and to petition the banks to make sure that they get as much information, but people in the future also get that information as well. So it's beautiful because on the ground, as Prince was saying to me about this, and when he asked me to be the spokesperson for it, that they're creating a village. you know, and it really takes a village for all of us to come out of this, and it's an opportunity for people to get past whatever shame or fear that they have around losing their jobs, around losing their homes, because you shouldn't have any of that, because there is access points. There are people without homes, and then there are homes that need people, and we just need to give them the resources and the opportunity to make those connections and have those tools for themselves, and that's what he's creating at his concerts. And so the money that he does from the concerts also is going towards that as well. It's so all around, it's so beautiful, and I think it's a model for other people to follow as well. So
Thank you so much for shedding a light on this. And we want to thank Prince, Rosario Dawson, and Van Jones. If you are in Chicago, check out Prince's Welcome to Chicago tour on September 24th through the 26th.